Well, thanks for tuning in. Just wanted to recap our weekend out to Penn State. We ended up taking off, flying out there on Saturday. Got in the afternoon. Kind of a tough travel schedule for us a little bit this weekend. Ended up getting in there kind of late on Saturday night, or they were using the room, so we couldn't get in to work out till 7 o'clock. So we got on the mats a little after 7. Had to turn around Sunday morning, get up early and work out again and get ready for the duel. The duel starts at 1:33. Chris Dardanes versus Gullibon, who's a tough wrestler too, top-ranked guys at 133. Was a really good match. I thought Chris did a great job staying consistent, keeping the pressure on, finding an opportunity to score late in the match and getting another big win. So Chris has done a really good job staying consistent there, and proud of the way he's wrestling right now. Moving on, his brother Nick, again, can't say enough about him. I think he's wrestling phenomenal at this point, scoring some big points for us in duels, and comes out against Penn State, really getting the ball going, and scores a lot of really nice takedowns, good pressure, and ends up getting a major decision. So we got good momentum. At 149 pounds, we put Jake Short out there. I thought he wrestled a good match. He had some opportunities to win. They each split or shared takedowns apiece going in the third period. I believe it was 4-4 late into the third, and we ended up giving up a takedown. Tries to scramble at the end and gives up some near fall as well, but was in that match. So we were hoping that was one we thought we could win, and we're hoping to get that one, but we ended up dropping it. So moving on to 157, Ness comes out. I thought Ness looked really good. Creates some good scrambles, gets his opponent on his back out of bounds, nearly gets a pin, but gets a major decision. Wanzek at 165 comes out, gives up the first takedown, is up scoring the next couple takedowns, and gets another big win for us. So guys are doing really well at this point going into halftime. After half, come out at 174, one of the big matchups of the night, Storley and Brown. These guys have met up quite a bit, and they know each other very well. I thought Storley had some good opportunities to score early in the first period, but didn't get them. They get into a couple scrambles. He ends up giving up a takedown, and we dropped that one. And then moving on to 184, Brett Farr comes out. I thought he wrestled a really, really good match. Ends up giving up the first takedown, but then scores the next handful of takedowns and nearly gets a major decision, but did a really good job there. So then moving on, we end up dropping the next 3 bouts, 197 heavyweight and 125. At 197 pounds, Scott loses a match to McIntosh, who's one of the top-ranked 97-pounders in the country. We've got to make a few adjustments in that match. I think Scott's wrestling great at this time, but I think just style-wise, there's some adjustments he can make to turn that one around. At heavyweight, Crales wrestled a really, really good match. I thought he had nearly gets an upset at heavyweight. Rides his guy, gets about 50 seconds of riding time on him. Also has a takedown that we end up challenging that we thought was very close to getting, and loses a scramble on the edge of the mat. But otherwise wrestled a really phenomenal match. So he's wrestling really well. But that was a match for seeds in the Big Ten, stuff one we'd love to get. But he's doing really well at this time. So proud of where he's at. And then the big news of the night was at 125 pounds. Ethan Lysak, true freshman, coming out and wrestling. He's from PA. We take him out there. It was a decision I think the staff had talked about this week for quite a bit. We talked with Ethan a little bit about it the last couple of weeks as a possibility. He was excited to come out and actually be a part of the team, and felt like he was ready to go. From a staff standpoint, we knew that we had Sam Brankale, who had been banged up a little bit with his shoulder, and he'd had a hard time making weight. We had Bremer, who I thought did a really good job with his effort, but his back had been bothered, so we're in a position where we had to make a decision this week, and so we were excited to bring Ethan out. I thought he did a really good job. If you look at the score, it maybe seems like it wasn't as competitive as the match was, but he had did some things very well. Nearly scores a takedown early, potential to get a couple near fall, we thought, in the second period. He ended up riding Conaway out the whole second period as well, and scrambled really well. So he's doing some good things. I think there's no question he can make some adjustments, but his mat sense and the way that he's grown in the last couple months here in the room, we think that he's a guy that can go out there and do some good things for us. So it was an exciting weekend. We had some ups and downs like every weekend, but it's about getting better right now. This weekend coming up on Friday, we got Iowa here at home. Should be an excellent duel. When you look at it on paper, there's so many great matchups, almost every weight. It should be very, very interesting. So our goal is to come out here at home on Friday at 6:30 to get a win over the top-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes. And if you get a chance to come down, that'd be one I'd definitely make it to. If there's one you can make it to this year, that'll be a fun one. So come and support us. We'd love to see you, and see you on Friday.